Recording is live. We are starting here with a new player and a bunch of older players, and it's the new player's turn. So Ariboh, the turn is divided in 5 phases, which are unlock, and which the phase in which you untap your things. Then master, in which you play the master cards that are the ones with the green background. Minion phase, in which your minions do things. You don't have any minions yet, so we will get to there later. Influence phase, which is when you bring your minions to the game. And discard phase, in which you can discard a card from your hands to replenish it. So a few key concepts of VTES. Your influence, which you have 30 right now, is your life points and the resource that you will use to bring vampires into the game. So if you have a vampire that has a capacity of 3, which is the number on the lower right corner, it will cost you 3 influence to bring him to the game. This represents you as a Methuselah subtly forcing this vampire to act as you want. And you can press shift and hover over one of your face down cards to figure out what the card is. During the first turn you have 1 point of influence to spend, which is taking one of your pool and putting into one of your vampires. The second player gets 2 points, third player gets 3, fourth players get 4, and after that everyone gets 4 points to transfer per turn. But you have to remember that these points are also your life points, so if you get a bit too greedy with this, you die. Now, let's get started with your turn. You have nothing to unlock.
1 transfer. Yep, unlocked, so I'll start unlocked, so...
You have any master
phase
cards that you wish to play?
I don't think I want to play that one yet.
Alright.
And I don't control a vampire, so I don't want to play that one either. So no.
Okay, so we can go to your influence phase. And you have 1 transfer.
So gain blood on one of my face
Yes.
downs. That one.
Then you have to go to the left side and click on your pool and reduce it by 1. Because again, Lackey is the best thing of 1994. That's your transfers. Now we go to your discard phase. You can remove 1 card from your hands to replace it. Or play an event card if you have it, but I don't think your deck plays any.
Don't have any events. I don't believe I want to discard anything, so next person's turn, yep.
Yes.
So click the play button.
You can, there's a little arrow right on the corner by your name. Yes. Now Alex, you're up.
I'm moving straight to influence phase. Add 2 here. Now discard something to threaten everyone.
Oh, it's a combat deck.
Right.
Is it? And quick.
Straight to influence. 1, 2, 3. -3. Alex, you didn't pay for your influence. Discarding a fairy wards. Draw. Pass.
It's a kyasid bullshit again.
What's its kyasid bullshit?
The worst kind of bullshit. And
I don't know. The barley are pretty bad.
1, 2, 3, and 4.
Discards?
No, I am passing.
So
Oh, Giovanni.
at any point during your influence phase, if you influence it as much as the vampire's capacity, you can bring him up. So I brought Rodolfo Giovanni. This is a guy that knows one thing and he knows it well. You can see by the lower left side that there's a little skull. That's the icon for necromancy, and is on that diamond shape to signify that it's advanced necromancy or superior necromancy. If it was a square shape, it would be basic necromancy. Now for discard phase, discarding this guy, and you're up, Ariboh.
Okay. Everything's unlocked. Master phase, yes?
Now it's master phase.
Still don't want to play any of those, so influence phase, and I have the full number now.
Yes, you have 4 now.
Or and I can flip this one now.
So she has advanced dominate, basic obfuscate, basic celerity, and basic aspects.
So there's no summoning sickness or anything. I can
So
play
the
my
thing is-
card on her immediately.
The thing
or-
is, the order of the turn is unlock, master, minion, influence, and discard. The minions act
Ah,
during the minion
Yep,
phase.
sure. Right, yep. So discard phase now. No, I think I'll just pass.
Okay.
Great, to influence again. 4 here.
Still not. Okay.
Card. Quick.
Getting a
That's
taste
the
of it.
combat
Yeah,
deck,
no,
alright.
yeah, that's a standard combat. Influence 1, 2, 3, 4, -4, and we have Oma Enberbenite, a Sabat Priscus, basic celerity, basic dominate, advanced mythoceria, and advanced tenebration. So
So
fun times.
the Priscus is a title that gives him votes. I don't believe we have anyone voting in this game, but we will get to there eventually.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Out of all the things with votes, most of them are very simple. The Prisky are like the one complicated thing. Discard. Don't think I want to discard anything, despite not having a card. Solve it.
My turn. Strike to influence. 1, 2, 3, 4. Discarding nothing. Helt.
Okay, so during my master phase, I will play the Tower of London. This is a card that costs 2 of my influence, and you can see that by the icon by the skull. If it's like a drop of blood, it's blood paid by the vampire playing the card, but here the skull means that comes from my life points. What this does is that I lock it after I do some necromancy and I gain life back, gain pullback. Also, during your master phase, you have 1 master phase action, which is you can play 1 master phase card, unless that card says that it's a trifle. When you play a trifle, you get another master phase action that you can play immediately afterwards. So if you have a trifle in hand, like a villain or a vessel, you play that one first, then you can play another master. Now, for my minion phase, let's do things. The Rodolfo wants to call the shambling hordes. This is a recruit action, and recruiting actions, they bring this to the table. It's like a token, an ally. They have a default of +1 stealth, which means that to block that you need to have +1 intercept. There are reaction cards that you can play that might give you that, if you have them. The way that this works is the person to your left is your prey, the person to your right is your predator. So when you do an action that is undirected, that is not targeting anyone, either your prey or your predator can block, but other players cannot. So starting with the prey, in this case it's you get to decide if you want to try to block this or not.
That would tap my person,
If
my
yes.
vampire.
If your vampire blocks, it taps, but it will untap on the start of your turn.
I'll just let it go.
Okay, so this action costs 3 blood from my vampire, so he gets dry. But now I have a bunch of zombies here, and I will lock this to gain 1 pull, because these actions require necromancy, as you can see by the little discipline symbol on the left side of the card. Now I have allies that you bring to play with a recruit action have summoning sickness, so I cannot do things with him just yet. On my influence phase, I will add 3 here and 1 here. In turn, Mario Giovanni.
Mario Giovanni.
Giovanni.
This should be removed.
It's me.
It's
Mario Giovanni.
oh, discard
I
another.
do love a lot of the Giovannis have really good art because they're all wearing suits. It's brilliant.
Now it's your turn again, Ariboh.
Got a little
Shambling
flower.
card. Also,
So
where
unlocked. Everything's unlocked. My master. I will play Perfectionist on this woman.
Okay.
We just put it to the side, or do I put it under, or?
Yes, you do like this, so we can see that the card is there and we can hover it. Just let the vampire on top, because we also need to see how much blood it has.
So I draw because I played a card from my hand.
Yes, you always replace back to your hand size unless you play a card that says that you should not replace it. So having card advantage in this game is a lot harder than in Magic the Gathering or stuff like that.
Oh yes,
But
stuff like +1 hand size is
It
super
is
hard to
amazing,
get.
yeah.
This is only going to work on that person. So I'll burn a blood on her to use the advanced Govern the Unaligned.
So the way that the actions work is that first you tap the vampire that is performing, then you say what's the action and at what level she's playing. If the action resolves, then you pay the cost. But if the action does not resolve, then you do not pay the cost. So she's back at 5. Are you playing the basic or the superior version?
The superior.
At this point, Alex would try to block if he had something, and since he doesn't block, and I could try to block as well. But I will not. So the action resolves, and now you pay the cost, and you resolve the effect, which is adding 3 blood to someone that is younger than her. Younger means having less than 5 capacity, which is, yeah.
Which I think is most of that crit.
Yeah, so you can right click your card,
no, I've only
send
got
to the
one
top
right now.
of a ship.
You can either do that or you can drag them directly to the little tab. I find.
So I draw another card.
Yeah.
Again, that's probably Zuma.
So Now to my influence phase. I'll spend 1 pool on that person. Flip him.
You can still use your other transfers on your other guys if you want to.
Yep. So I've got 3 left. And
Then don't forget to
so
reduce your
was the
pool.
govern. Sorry?
Oh, he did. Never mind.
So this perfectionist, was that was an action she performed, so she gains back 1 blood, yes?
Yes.
So move on. I've done influence, discard phase, path.
Alright. Wait to influence once more. Adding 3 here.
What the fuck
Holy-
is this deck?
And
High cap on
one.
the rush.
It's
Oh,
this
it's
guy.
that!
Oh, I thought you
You
were
picked it,
making
I
him. I thought that this was a meme.
I think it is a meme.
No, he's just here to steal my
Well-
freaking zombies.
True.
Yeah, but not right now. And it is this one's stuff. Even. Yeah. That I can do
I love
here.
the idea of stealing.
I will guard this.
Oh,
Fix.
my turn, and the turbo bleed begins. No master, minion phase. Oma is going to play Govern the Unaligned at basic.
Okay.
Oh, no.
No blocks.
So it's currently a bleed for 3. Let's not waste a conditioning. Bleed for 3.
He has 0 things to block or to bounce. Why aren't you wasting your conditioning?
Because Oma doesn't have advanced. I'm saving for like it's only
One
one,
extra,
but I have things that are coming out with advanced. So, and in the past, one has made the difference between winning and losing. So, trying to play
So-
it careful.
Bleeding is the basic form of doing damage to your prey in this game. So what he's doing now is attacking Velvet.
Because poor little Velvet has nothing out.
Strike
so-
whilst the iron is hot, my friend.
When you bleed, you gain the edge, which is this token. If you maintain the edge with you through a whole round, you get 1 extra pull when you unlock, and if people are voting in a political referendum, you can burn the edge to gain 1 extra vote.
You'll never guess what I just drew.
Conditioning.
Yep.
Straight to influence. 1, 2, and the 3.
What?
Montano.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
it's exactly what Helt said. It would happen.
Hey, Alex. I don't think you need to steal the zombies. Let's just let them. The zombies survive for a bit.
I kinda need the zombies here if you guys don't want to be destroyed by Montano.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
Are you using
Later.
your other influence, Velvet?
Thinking. I have 1 more, right?
Yep.
I don't have both.
I'll put 1 here. Why not?
Love how Montano has votes. It kind of makes sense.
Discard nothing. Help.
By the way, fun piece of trivia: 11 is the highest capacity you can get in this game, and 11 capacity vampires are super powerful.
I made some custom cards for my characters in my campaign, and I gave one of my characters 12. So
He's older than Montano, which is older than most civilizations. So, Master Phase played the Charisma here on Rodolfo. It means that when he recruits something, it costs 1 less blood. But in the minion phase, a different thing will happen, because Rodolfo is out of blood. When a vampire is out of blood, the one thing that he can do, that he actually needs to do, is to hunt. He needs to do that before he can do any other actions. So now Rodolfo is trying to hunt. This has a default of +1 stealth, so you need a card that gives you +1 intercept to try to block that.
I do not.
And Velvet, are you interested in blocking the hunt of this little lad?
No.
So he hunts, which means that he gains 1 blood. And Mario Giovanni wants to recruit another horde of zombies. This is at +1 stuff. You guys blocking this?
I have no intercept.
I choose not to block.
Okay, this one has 3 life instead of 4 because Mario doesn't have advanced necromancy and they have to throw something. The card text says that when he enters play, I need to remove an ally or vampire from my ash heap or destroy this. So I am removing the other shambling hordes that I discarded earlier.
BRB.
Okay.
I was about to attack him, but I guess not.
I think he knew that.
So you can attack anyone, it's not just your prey.
Depends, you need cards to do that. Like the zombies,
It's
they
direct
have
action card, yeah.
they have special text that says that they can get in combat with a minion as an action.
Ah, yeah, I see.
This is what they are doing. The shambling hordes want to get into a fight with TD Myers. So this has no stealth, so you can try to block with your other ready minion if you want to. Right, so as you might have guessed, those guys are not particularly well versed in stealth, so I will not add stealth to prevent you from blocking. So when an action is blocked, combat happens between the acting minion and the defending minion. The acting minion is the one that performed the action. Combat in this game happens in rounds and in phases. We have a before range phase, we have a maneuvers phase, and a strikes phase. First, we look at your hand to see if we have any card that says play before range is determined. Me neither. Then we have a maneuver phase. By default, you start at close range, and then minions can try to get to long range or back to close. Usually, you want to get to long range if you are fighting something that is much stronger than you, or if you have a gun to shoot or something like that. So I'm fine with staying at long range. Do you have any cards that says that they give you 1 maneuver?
He is not able to.
So if you are not maneuvering, we go to the strikes phase. I will place 1 thing before the strikes and we will go through it. During the strikes phase, if you have no strike cards to play, then you can do a hand strike, which is a basic attack that does damage to your opponent equals to your strength. By default is 1. The shambling horde has special text saying that they have +1 strength for each life they have. So I am at 4 strength.
It also states that by their nature they have 0 strength.
Yes, so as they take damage, people keep killing the zombies, they get weaker. So this card that I played, it's an aim card. It increases the damage you will take by 2 unless you discard 2 combat cards from your hand. A card is a combat card if it has the combat text on the upper right corner.
So I do have 2 combat cards I could discard, so that would reduce the damage to 0, yeah?
It would reduce the damage by 2. You will
Right here.
still take 4 from my zombies.
So there's no really any point in discarding.
So
It's gonna take 4 regardless.
it's going to take 4, but a vampire with 0 blood is still active. He will just have to hunt on the next turn. A vampire that takes damage while it has no blood goes to torpor. And then he needs to either wake himself up, which is an action that costs 2 blood, or be rescued from torpor by someone else. Which is also
so it's
an
a lot
action
more
that costs
expensive.
2.
So
blood.
I've got a thing that can add 2 blood by tapping in my hand, but I'll have to do it on my turn. Could I tap that to put the blood back on him, and that would bring him out of torpor without him having to use an action?
Is it the rack? Is a MasterCard?
The coven.
Let me check real quick here.
Do you want me to just throw it on the table?
That is
For
the
now,
one
I'll put
that
it back in my
keeps
hand.
going around the table. You just
Yeah.
have to check if the card says ready
I
medium.
know. You do need to put it on a ready vampire,
ready
which means
vampire, okay, yeah.
Yeah,
not
vampires
so
in torpor are not ready.
Okay, I'll discard the 2 combat cards. Then to top of Ash Heap, yes?
Put them on the table so we can see them.
the mind and swallowed by the night. Yeah.
Oh, he doesn't have advanced obfuscate. If you could have maneuver to long range, my guy would be just
Yeah,
punching
that's
the air there.
that would have
It would have been nice.
sent to the top of Ash
So
Heap.
this gets cancelled, and then we go to strikes. I hit for 4, and unless you have a strike card to play, you will hit for 1.
No, I don't.
Okay, so you burn 4
So he
blood.
goes down by 4.
And now we go to my influence phase. I got every single Giovanni that costs 3 out.
Oh wow, yeah. Stefano Giovanni.
And
Do I draw from discarding those 2 as well?
yes, unless the cards say do not replace, you should always replace as soon as they hit the table. And let me see my ship. Let's discard this other guy.
That shambling horde, so you can make more of them.
So now it's your turn. There's a handy unlock all button. That's the first one.
I don't know what I'm going to do.
But no masters. No minion
You could play.
phase.
You could play the coven.
Isn't this guy in torpor, so
No.
he can't get the 2 blood?
So
Because
you discarded the
because he
cards,
only-
you cancelled
sorry,
my
yeah.
strike card. So he only did 4 damage. So he is at 0 now. But on your master phase, if you played the Coven, you can give him blood so he won't have to hunt. Because he's still ready. He's just really, really hungry.
So 0 blood doesn't necessarily mean torpor.
No. He
it's
goes
when
to
you
torpor.
take damage when it's 0.
Yeah.
He needs to take 1 more.
Stubborn.
So,
Or if you take aggravated damage.
which
At
is
this, give him 2.
yeah,
Your predator takes
during the discard phase.
during the discard phase.
Also, it's a trifle.
Yeah, so this is a
If you have
trifle.
another master,
But yes.
So I would like to try and bleed my prey, I'm guessing.
Yes, that's what your
With-
deck does.
So I'll look. Try and bleed.
Do you have so you don't need the cards to try to bleed, but if you have, you can increase the amount. Do you have any Govern the Unaligned or scouting missions?
Yes, I have a Govern the Unaligned.
So you can play
So-
that at basic. So it's where it says bleed at +2 bleed, it'll deal more damage.
So the minions have a
Or
default
no.
bleed value of 1. So with this card you bleed for 3. And Alex, what's happening then?
Block.
Now you will get to the point in which you get to add intercept, on which he gets to add intercept and you get to add stealth. Your action has a default stealth of 0 and he's blocking you, so you can play your obfuscate cards to try to make the action go through.
So do I only pay for the blood once the action is successful?
So for the action modifiers you have to pay immediately, but the action itself it only if it resolves.
So I can play a modifier now to add +1 stealth.
Yes.
Yes.
So I'll play this one, +1 stealth.
Now he needs to get to 1 intercept to try to block. He does have Auspex, which has a lot of intercept stuff in it, and animalism.
And
So you
animalism.
Add +1 stealth. Sorry, +1.
Now you are tied at
Weird,
1
but
stealth and
you
1
could-
intercept. You need to
Each
play
are best at blocking because they have animalism and all specs.
Ariboh. You should go back to hand size, to your full hand size.
So I can play more modifier actions.
Yes. You have the chance of playing 1 and he plays 1. You 1, he 1s.
Now. One more stealth.
You can play on the advanced. Oh no, she doesn't. You can only play
No,
on the
she
She
basic.
doesn't have it.
Yeah.
No. So I draw
Alright.
as soon as I played that.
Yes.
So the blade went through. Now it's the time you look in your hand to see if you have a card that an action modifiers that increases the amount of bleed that you are doing to him.
So
Like
+1 bleed.
Yes. No, the condition. Weeks was
Sorry,
playing
I
the
was
conditioning.
demonstrating.
So yes,
Oh.
when it says limited, it means that you cannot increase the bleed further. But
Oh. Okay. So that's as high as it can go now. +4.
yes.
Or is that it can't be used?
No, it can be used, but you cannot increase it by more than 4 then.
That's the end of the combo. Okay.
So Alex, what's happening now?
I just take.
Alex takes 4, and you get the edge from me, much as it hurts.
And those 4
These
cards
all
go
get
to your
destroyed.
airship.
And cycling.
And you get so discard phase.
me that.
I'm gonna discard that. We'll send those to the ash heap as well, yeah.
Do you not want to do influence phase?
Oh, yep, that's a good idea actually. Yes.
Get that little vampire out.
I haven't really got a little one.
Ooh, it's quite
Just
a big
a water
vampire.
gun.
It's the water gun.
I
Yeah, I
see.
don't know why he has a water gun.
So this is a
Okay.
card from the first set, and back then the Malkavians were just silly. So we just roll with it.
Fish mount.
Try not to think too hard about it.
Which is a shame. 'cause it's a good
Um,
card.
So I could have done another bleed action with my other guy. But
Yes,
I've already
you could
skipped
have.
phase, right? Could have, but yeah, that's fine. Yep, I'll go to my discard and I'll send that one. Draw another, and then you get the. Where's it gone? Oh, there we go. You got it already. The coven thing. Sorry, I'm
It's fine,
a
man.
bit flustered. Yep, pass turn.
Come on. want to play grooming the protege.
Moving the
So I
protege.
take 3 blood from here. Give to this guy here. Minion phase, so let's see. Wix, I need your financial support.
What the fuck?
What do you need?
I want. Okay, my card is talking for everyone else. I want to public vilificate
Montano is not younger than Jipe Tote.
Oh, needs to be younger, right? Yeah,
Hmm.
then
I think you can strike a deal with Montano to vilificate Ami, though. Change your
Or
plans,
what you
everybody.
could do-
Velvet, I need your help.
What you could
no.
is steal from Cristofero.
Yes, you could
And
steal
maybe-
money from the guy on the other side of the
I rather
table
do
that has any chance of blocking Montano. Yes, do that.
True.
No. Alright. I will try to get less leads.
So what's happening now is a political action is being called. This
What?
well, it's a vampire game. We have to have politics
Yeah,
in it.
yeah. I tapped out for a second. Now suddenly I'm getting attacked.
So first
Yeah,
off, this is
not
it starts as a
really.
normal action. First, the prey and the predator get the chance to try to block that if they have one intercept, which is the default of all political actions. So, Wix, are you trying to block that?
I don't play a lot of intercept, sadly.
And you, Ariboh, are you trying to block this?
I have no plus intercept.
So, the action goes through. After that, what happens is that we start to vote to see if it passes or not. To gain votes, you need titles, like Gilbert here, he's a prince. So that's worth 2 votes. I have 0 votes because the Giovanni are not very politically involved. Montano has 2 votes, the Priscus, for simplicity's sake, have 3 votes.
Yeah.
And the Archbishop of Guatemala has 2 votes. So we have to decide if we are in favor or against this referendum and cast our votes. I assume that the Tzimisce are in favor, and how are the Prishi voting, Wix?
Alex, why am I helping you here?
I don't know. What do you want?
Tell you what, don't bleed me for another turn, and I'll vote in favor. Actually, no, don't bleed me for a turn, and I'll abstain.
You will abstain? Then it will probably not pass.
Fine. You don't bleed me for a turn, I vote in favor.
Let me make you a more decent offer, alright? I will not bums rush you for a turn.
Oh, I don't care about that. I have ways of dealing with that.
I need to remind you that the Tzimisce play the aggravated combat aggravated damage module.
That I play dodge.
I don't really care about that.
Fine.
Anyway, let's vote.
So,
Are you
how,
in favor?
Wix?
I'm in favor.
Velvet, how is Montano voting on vilificating little Roland over there?
Oh, Velvet, we're
Velvet
friends,
that
right?
is muted, by the way.
He back from that time.
I suppose.
I didn't know I was muted. How many votes does an Archbishop have?
2.
So
This
2,
is a
3, 6.
horrible act. You should vote against.
I've already. Pretty much it's gonna happen because even if you vote with me, it's 5-4. So.
You can
Actually
always
not.
burn the edge to gain 1
Actually
vote.
not.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
would still be a tie, wouldn't it? So,
So a
what
tie
happens on a
doesn't
tie?
pass. if
yeah,
it ties.
a tie is bad for me. For you.
Okay.
It wouldn't pass either way.
Oh, but no,
It wouldn't
no.
pass either way. No, it would pass either way. I vote in favor, but it would pass either way
Okay, you're voting
because you have 6.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I have political action.
Yes.
So the political action
yeah.
itself counts as one vote
Okay.
in favor of.
I assume
I've
that,
got that as well.
that Gilbert is voting against that.
Yep.
So it's 6-2. Any?
8-2.
It's a lot to 2.
Baron goes down to no blood.
It's
Yeah,
better
and I
better
gain
against
2 blood?
2 blood, yes.
Yes, I believe so. But if a steal action can't take it takes as much as it can and gives it to, which means you can't actually send someone to torpor with a steal.
Yeah.
Doesn't deal damage.
So, it's for phase. Influence phase. So add 4 here. I would like to add that Wix, I salute you as my Sabat Conrad. We are both the prissy of our Discord server.
Mm.
So now we are Priscus voting in this table as well.
Oh god. Okay.
And
Righteous
discharge.
I barely ever see Righteous Endeavor played because he's not fantastic.
Yeah, he's not that great.
I mean, 8-cap Priscus with 3 good advanced disciplines. It's actually really good. I probably shouldn't put him down as much, but why play him when
Also
you can play
because
Lake
he's
Smart?
exactly 1 younger than I, so I can play group
Ah, true.
by his group. And it's your turn.
Right. Apologies, I haven't had a lot of food today, so I'm also snacking. Master Phase, Blood Doll. So, Blood Doll is a card that allows me to, during my Master Phase, which is now, the vampire's controller can move 1 blood from this vampire to their pool, or from their pool to this vampire. So I'm taking 1 off, putting it on my pool. Minion Phase. I'm just gonna do cheeky old Govern the Unaligned. Basic.
Right to block.
+1 stealth.
Not gonna try to block.
Conditioning.
Oh no, no.
Bleed for about
no.
5, I think.
Anger in him.
No.
Now he's gonna burn
Damn
the
it, Helt.
city.
Good to you.
Who
Of
could
course
have
it is.
seen that coming? So,
Who could have seen that coming?
costs you 1 blood though.
Remember to pay for it.
So what he played here, Ariboh, is a bounce. Is something that changes the target of a bleed action, which is the main weakness of your deck in particular. So you are at +1 stealth.
Not stealth.
It's funny that I
Does the
will.
bleed resolve?
It does.
I was so worried you were going to pull an Archon investigation.
Oh, I would have been so happy.
No, I'm waiting for Montano to try to do that.
So, it's a bleed for 5.
It's a bleed for 6.
Nope, it's a bleed for 5. He doesn't have advanced dominate. So, whilst the bleed went to the wrong place, I still get the edge. Doesn't really matter where it goes. Influence.
Wait. I think you have 20. Cool, I could have sworn you only had 19 a second ago.
Yeah, I got one from Blood Doll.
Ah.
The Arcadian, who has an inbuilt gremlins, which discard And discard anything. Velvet, your turn.
My turn.
I apologize for what I'm
Call.
about to do next turn, Velvet.
Master. Parthenon.
Oh,
Plus me. Upo. God. Do I go for it?
yes.
Nah.
I need to cycle, but I don't want to do this one. I'm placing a Pentex Aggression on the Arcadian.
That's some expensive cycling.
Okay.
Why the
Yes.
Arcadian?
That's interesting.
Because I can. Okay. It doesn't matter much if I put it on the Giovannis because they don't run. They don't have anything that gives them much stats, and
I don't
it
have
wouldn't
stuff that
make
gives
sense
me
to put it
perception.
on the shamble. It wouldn't be make sense to put it on the shambling hordes because
No,
we
fair
can
enough,
just
fair
get
enough.
more.
I just feel it's very expensive cycling, but it works.
Yes.
I guess it also means that I
Okay.
can't play a Pentex version on one of your cards, so...
Tano would like to play the Baltimore Purge on.
Told you.
Trying to block here with the shambling horde.
Plus some stuff.
And yeah, that does it for me. Wix.
No.
Oh no.
Great.
It's happening.
Even if I had the
It is.
acceleration card that gave me intercept,
Are you freak driving?
it would just...
So Ariboh, you might want to read that card because it's absolute bullshit.
Yeah, everyone has a everyone is going has a needs to send a vampire to torpor. In regards to my I am freak driving.
Costs 1 though. Last time I checked it.
Plus one. Montano would like to bleed.
The shambling horde wants to block.
One stuff.
That goes through. How much to bleed?
Just for 2.
Do you have an NQ?
Yep.
Oh.
Baltimore Purge, Ankle Cog.
Yeah.
Powerful play.
That's the combo. Good thing you won't be around to use it.
Freak
Bad.
driving.
Luck.
Ankle Cog is a dick card because it allows him to play in other people
If he untaps.
if he unlocks.
Come on, give me something. I need to be able to do something else. I have nothing. Oh, my hand is pricked.
So his strategy is always to cry until we forget that he's there and then he wins. So
Yeah,
don't worry.
Don't fall for this. Don't fall for this.
Don't
I
fall for
swear,
his deception.
my hand is.
So there has not been a single game with him in which his hand was not bricked, his script was not the worst, and he had 0 luck. But he won a few. So
Yeah.
Very few. I've won very
He
few.
lost
I have
and won
I have
every
the
time.
least wins. I have the least wins out of anyone.
Nah, I think
I think
no,
we
you don't.
share- I
You
think
don't
we
have as
share
many.
the number of
As
wins.
many 0. There you go.
Well, you're new. It
Oh.
doesn't count.
so
Velvet, I think
Velvet,
Velvet genuinely has more wins than me because I played fun decks.
what
No,
does-
I have 4 wins.
Continue.
total. I think.
Continue. still your turn.
Have any?
Shoot this guy though.
He doesn't fight.
Gonna tell me Montano doesn't fight.
He doesn't need to. He does everything else.
Help.
Yes, but I haven't drawn the cards I need.
So can you pass the turn then?
Yeah.
Or at least go to influence.
Influence.
Influence. Yeah.
Oh, what?
The smallest of the La Sombre.
Malk of
The
Sombra.
youngest.
Here's where I do maths to see if I can deal 10
It's
damage
the
in.
Bebe. It's Bebe La Sombra.
Fabulous.
Look at his face.
This card, I'm starting a conditioning and hoping for the best.
I don't know if the best happened, but can you pass the turn, please?
The best did not happen indeed, and I am probably dead.
Tapping this to add 2 blood here. Master. This guy is a perfectionist.
Of course he is.
I really hate the charisma, isn't it?
So this shambling horde wants to go meet Aaron. Meet not in
trying
friendly
to-
terms, like he wants to hurt him, like real bad.
Alright. Looks like he's already neck of the shambling.
And box.
I have no before range.
Thing until strikes.
I have nothing until strikes. Strikes hands for 3.
Hands for 1. Popo.
Poor baby La Sombra goes to talk.
So the thing is, he needs to have a La Sombra ready when Montano goes to torpor in order to select who dies. So now we just get to decide by yourselves which one of your guys dies. This
No, because if Montano's up, then
no, he dies
else
and
is
then
already
the effect
covered.
triggers.
no, because you choose, and then
No,
the vampire and the
he
chosen
dies
vampires go to
at
talk.
the unlock phase, and then if he has already La Sombra, he gets to decide who we send to torpor.
No, sequencing wise, during your unlock
No,
phase,
that's how
bonus
this
card,
card
and each-
works.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay, because text on the card makes it seem like it's not, but
Yeah, I thought that too, but they corrected me. So during his unlock phase, he dies, and then if he has already La Sombra, he decides who else dies. If not, then we decide. We just have
odd.
to
Okay.
choose someone younger than Montano. Now, so this guy here wants to get Mortician, Leonardo.
No block.
You blocking that, Ariboh? So it costs me 1. And This guy wants to remove this guy from the game.
Exactly.
Okay.
True.
Who? Mother Giovanni. Sure.
Cristofero, I believe.
Lock here and gain 1 pull.
Share of Hades.
That's not why this thing is in the deck, but I'm glad it works. Now
I am dead. I am probably dead before next turn, so it
You
doesn't.
probably have deflections.
no, sorry, didn't want to untap. Wanted to go to my hand. And this one is tapping as well. This guy wants to go fight this lady here.
Okay.
So, do you have any before range? I don't.
I have an optional maneuver card.
So
I don't know
that's
if I can play it right now.
no. After we get to the, we go through before we go the pre-maneuver phase in which we play the cards that says play before range is determined. If we don't have that, then we go to the maneuvers phase.
You can't use that ability.
Yes. So if you have, I have no maneuvers. Do you have any maneuvers that you can
Well,
gain?
So
Before that, if Gilbert blocks, then Gilbert can use the maneuvers.
Yes, but I am attacking, and his action has no stealth.
I'd
so
rather just do the dodge than flip a coin. So.
Fair enough. Oh yeah, because there's that weird flip a coin card. I love that one.
So this is combat, so I'll play this one.
what is this?
Earn a blood on her.
Is a dodge with an optional maneuver. So you can maneuver too long, and then if I maneuver too close again, you will just dodge my strike. Dodge is a type of strike. It means that you will not take damage from my first strike. After that, there's a thing called press, which I can force to continue the fight, but I don't have the card right now, so let's just assume that your dodge worked. And she took no damage from that particular combat. And Rodolfo is going to just stay here. Now for influence.
Doesn't he want to hunt? Ah, no, I guess the Leonardo. Gillespie Giovanni.
The biggest
Or
one.
Gillespie.
I will just add those things here. Give this to Velvet.
If I die with this, it's gone.
Yeah.
And I am probably dead.
No MasterCards. I will attempt to lead and pray.
So you have a guy without blood on it. So
Oh,
before
yeah,
you do
POD
any
is
other
hunt.
actions, you need to try to hunt. Alex, you're blocking that?
No, the hunt.
So he's
Not the hunt.
I will not block as well, so he gains 1 blood.
Can resume the bleed or try to bleed.
Is
They
just a,
won't block.
is it a basic bleed or are you playing a card?
Just a basic bleed.
So he's trying to block with Righteous Endeavor. Are you adding in stealth?
Nope.
Oh,
So
Do you
Oh,
have
okay.
any stuff?
maybe he just wants to lock
go.
this guy to bleed later. So, do you have any before range that you want to play?
I will play the. Wait, the default strength is 1.
Yes.
So yeah, I might as well not play that. Yep, they'll just go to combat.
So you are the acting minion, so you get to decide first what are you doing.
Let me play before Ranger. It's useless, but I need.
This is a good card. You can reduce the cost of something you play by 1.
Yeah, but I have nothing.
What is that? What is that shirt?
It's completely.
nice.
It's the 90s, man.
Just your average BDSM attire.
No, it isn't.
Now we go to the maneuvers phase. You guys playing any maneuvers?
Nope.
Now we go to the strikes phase. How are you striking, Ariboh?
Normal. Nope, no cards.
Hands for 1, and Alex.
My strike is hands for. Like,
So this is aggravated damage, which is different from regular damage. The way it works is that when you take 1 point of aggravated damage, you go to torpor. And if you take more than 1 point of aggravated damage, then you need to burn blood to avoid being destroyed. If you can't, you are just burned outright.
So do I have the opportunity to play a combat card now?
Now the strikes
Or
are
yeah.
done. Now if you have cards that prevent damage, you can play them.
No, I don't know.
So now she goes to torpor, which is just put her right beside your crypt, your face down card. The card on her
having
as well.
bit of-
She didn't lose any blood, Alex.
I did because I don't think this can
Yeah,
reduce
but
this cost.
the enemy didn't take any, so
Oh,
you
Oh,
can't
yeah,
get it back if they didn't.
how I was doing with this guy, then we would on strength.
No.
No problem, I still use it.
So now that you have a vampire in torpor, you can try to rescue her with your prinks, or on your next turn when she unlocks, you can try to make her rescue herself. Both those actions will have a default of +1 stealth and cost 2 blood, but if you rescue with the prinks, you get to decide how those 2 points of blood get to be paid.
Before your minion phase is over,
Oh,
do I try this? Do I try this? And-
So let
oh,
him finish his minion phase and then we'll get there.
yeah, he still has 1 act.
Oh yeah.
Direct bleed +2.
Yep, I cannot block.
And then burn of blood to give it +3.
This
Does
is
he
why.
have
This is
advanced?
why he does have advanced. This is why we don't invite Magic players because they pick up the game deceptively quickly. Because they're
So he,
intelligent.
That's,
so yeah, this deck that he's playing is like a Magic the Gathering deck, but
that's 6 blood, yep.
you get yourself your edge.
Great thing because you don't have to declare everything at the same time. You declare them one at a time. The enemy has to sort of gauge whether they think it's worth blocking you.
And I will. So influence phase.
So hold on. Before your influence phase is over, Velvet has a special card here that allows him to take actions on other people's turns.
Bastard.
So, Velvet, are you doing your thing?
I am
Yes.
thinking. It'll
Yes.
depend. No, I am not.
Okay.
Okay, so now we can go to your influence phase, Ariboh.
I'll put straight put 4 on this guy. Discard this. And pass. Just need to
You should send the cards that are, yeah.
Alright,
Alex, what's up? Tip, what's happening?
I can only win like all win. So first I'll play 1 rifle so I can play second. A another one.
Wow. This is a good card.
Actually, I was going to play this, but then I remember be content.
Yes.
Oh yeah. That would have.
So, some cards are unique and special things happen when there's more than one, but we will get there eventually.
Minion phase, so I would love to try.
Get your hand
Helt
size, man.
Yeah, I'm going to when I engage combat. Oh yeah, I can do it right now.
You can do it. It lasts until the end of the turn.
Better. Yeah, so I get +2 hand size. Yeah.
It's the
Now,
ultimate cycle.
yeah, it's so this dude here wants Bums Rush. This guy.
Why? Okay. Okay.
You gotta wait until Alex is done.
Wait, you're going to use your NQ?
The ankle
No.
cog is
No,
only-
I was not going to unkill Cog. I was going to.
Complain.
You know what?
Cool.
Sure. That either way.
Bombs rush.
So, yeah.
So this card does is that it just picks a fight.
So you have any way to prevent this, or we engage combat?
I have strike dodge for in combat.
So we
With
are not
option
there yet.
maneuver.
Hold on.
But
So-
thanks for the warn.
So we have to go through the phases because you can make him wait like half a
Nothing
dozen
before,
different
'cause
cards.
he can't. Yeah, he can't. I've got nothing to use before. For ranges.
Do you have any before range, Alex?
Not this time.
Any
Now
maneuvers,
that
guys?
he knows it's just
I have an optional maneuver, but I will not. Just in case you're planning to use one yourself, I can maneuver back. So
Or he can be bluffing.
no,
Uh,
I
you
have
can
the
ma-
bonus.
No. Oh yeah, the acting minion. No.
So we get back to strikes. What's your strike, Alex?
He's gonna dodge, but I still have
Well, it's gonna put this guy down to 0 blood, so it's worth it.
range damage.
Yeah.
So I'll play dodge.
Okay,
Alright.
but you have a press now,
with an
Alex.
optional press on the Starvation Marina.
So pressing means that one minion still has some beef left. He wants to get the fights to the end. When you gain a press, you press to continue the combat, and unless you can press to end the combat, which is playing a card that says that it grants you an optional press, the round starts over. So you using that press, Alex?
Yep.
Do you have a card that says that it gives you a press, Ariboh?
Nope.
So we go back to the before range stage. You guys can take it from here. What's happening in this fight?
No
I
before
have
range.
nothing usable.
Alright, so we do strikes. My strikes now is just hand strike. We have another dodge.
I don't have nothing I can do at all.
So you can hand strike me as well. So
Yeah, that's a strike.
take
It's
one.
And,
hand strike
I
is
think
something you
you-
can do even without a card.
and Roland goes to torpor as well.
I
Alright,
just realized
I'm
what I have to do.
adding a fight here.
He didn't lose any blood, so you gain
Yep.
nothing.
He lost no blood due to damage.
Weird.
Can I
My
play
second
a reaction card now?
What?
You can only play reaction cards with vampires that are either unlocked or that can
This
wait.
is only usable by a locked minion.
So you have to play that when he's doing the action. As soon as the combat started, that's like the action.
It was no, I wasn't going to use it on this guy anyway. So
Let's see. I'm doing it again. Bumps rush again.
So a
So
thing
now you
that
can
you
play
can do
reaction cards.
is try to block this action anyway. It will result in a fight, but he will not be a fight caused by the card. It will be just a fight caused by the block. So the
he
card
doesn't get that maneuver.
yeah,
so I
maneuver.
can use this to unlock this guy and block the action itself.
to wake. It's different than unlocking.
It's
you
like
can
a
still do
temporary
it.
unlock that only
Yeah.
lasts
On
for.
for the action window.
I'm adding +1 stealth.
Never mind then.
You have no intercept.
Okay.
So we get back to the fight.
What I love is even the basic version of that gives you an optional maneuver.
That was incredibly
Yeah.
pointless.
So
Okay.
engage combat. I have nothing until strikes. Have anything?
Nope.
Right. My strike is same one.
For
Free range
I don't-
damage.
Mhm.
I don't really know how strength works. In case it doesn't affect
no, it doesn't matter.
damage.
No, this one does this. It would say that it does strength damage if it
Oh,
would
right.
matter. So your prince goes to 2 blood, and you get the
I'm
that gets hit by
Right.
1. We get back to the fight.
I have nothing until strikes. And
Nothing?
now my strike is just hand strike.
1 damage on each.
Nope.
Mine
has-
is 2 damage.
It
Yeah,
has
he has
inbuilt
+1
on the
strength.
card
Oh, okay.
+1 strength.
And now I have
He doesn't go to torpor though because he was at
Yeah.
2. He took 2 damage.
Well, where'd it go?
Ooh,
He
Wait.
went.
to the
He died.
shadow
Into
realm
torpor.
apparently. What the fuck?
so now I have 6 master cards in my hand.
Alex, wait. We just need to We need to resolve this somewhat.
When did
Which?
What happened?
There you go.
I don't.
the
know.
prince was deleted?
Yep.
Okay.
What? You went in the
Before,
super
okay, I
torpor.
have something I'm going to do. I have something I'm going to do.
No, can we, okay, right. Can we
at the
hold
end
this
of
for
your
a
minion
second?
phase. Just now.
Everyone, hold what you're doing.
Let me
Where
save.
did this-
The card vanished. Sorry, I didn't. Sorry.
Where the fuck
Okay,
is the
it's
card?
fine.
It was removed from the game?
But it's not in
Or
anyone's
it's
removed
just
files.
Lackey being Lackey?
I think Lackey did a Lackey. Do
Oh,
we
no.
proxy it? We can. we
Yes,
can.
Let's
We'll
just
proxy
bring
There,
another
this is
one.
the prince. This is the.
Let's just bring another one.
This is the prince.
Cool.
This is the prince. And I know exactly what the prince had, so we can
Oh,
just.
he has the
exactly-
3 basic disciplines, the 3 Malkavian
Oh, no, he
disciplines on
has
the
0.
superior.
Has 3 disciplines
Prince
on
of
superior. Prince of Miami, 7 capacity.
Where
He
the
also
fuck-
had a toy gun, but
Yeah. It's a squirt gun.
Okay.
Squared.
Anyway,
Okay.
I will type up a note of what it was.
And Velvet, you got the impulse. Are you doing what exactly?
Yes. Yes. I am using Mind Type on the advanced. On the Arcadian. Not only does she log, she does not unlock on your turn.
Yep.
Any blocks?
Where's the card? Oh,
Here.
it's on mine. I'm sorry. I genuinely thought it was going towards Helt, so I couldn't. I'm blind. It's going
No.
to the Arcadian. Doing that. Yeah, then I will definitely try and on the qui vive with Olma to block.
+1 stealth.
Right. So you pay for that. You get +1.
He doesn't pay for this.
Oh, he doesn't pay because
It's
it's
Montana.
Montana. He invented a celebration. Okay. Yeah. No box then. So
Costs 2 though.
box does not unlock as well.
This one for
Me
this one he
too.
pays.
He didn't
Which
invent
is the best I can do.
So Alex, it's still your turn. Ankle card.
alright. Influence phase, I will burn the wider view already. Get Chupu.
Incredible.
Incredible. And discard phase, I'm going to discard this, and this, and this.
Incredible.
Are you?
Amazing.
It's really good.
So in
Right,
case it got confusing, he discarded 3 because he increased his hand size by 2 with the Dreams of the Sphinx.
And then it stopped being increased.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
only until
unlock.
the end of the turn.
You know, I was genuinely going to apologize for doing this little combination, Velvet, but I don't think I will actually. So I'm taking 1 off, gaining 1, and then Giant's Blood.
You mother.
You fucked me over, I fuck you over.
I was going to die if I didn't do that.
Giants. No, you weren't. Anyway, Giant's
Yes, I
Blood.
was.
Fill any vampire to full capacity with blood from the blood bank. So, It can
so,
only
so
be
you're gonna
played-
Fill the prince, yeah? Fill the prince.
nah.
No.
Fill the prince.
No,
No,
Alma needs it.
So a
needs
negotiation
his
is a
juice.
vital part of this game, but this is going to be difficult to convince him.
He needs his juice.
Fill my prince, or I'm coming after you next. There you go.
No, you were coming after him next either way because once Alex is dead, he's your prey.
Don't tell him that. He's new at the game.
But the interesting thing about Giant's Blood is it can only be played once.
So
and that includes for everyone on the table.
a lot of people put
Um,
this on the deck out of spite.
Mm,
Just
I don't, because I just tend to run through a lot of blood with my deck.
yeah.
Okay. Oma will do Govern the Unaligned at basic.
Okay. Lux.
Okay. Conditioning. With all that
Yes.
juicy new blood I have.
5.
Lead for 5. If you dare. Okay,
Oh.
good. Cool.
And now Baltimore purge. I forgot
Yep.
about that.
That's
Uh-huh.
an important
You know the
card.
interesting thing
You
about
should not
Baltimore
forget.
Purge? You want to know one of the interesting things about Baltimore Purge? I can target the guy who's just been mind raped, so suck it. Influence. -4. Discard. We'll discard a. I don't think Earth Swords come in handy. Interesting.
So the reason
Probably
why he
your turn.
plays a lot of smaller La
My
Sombra
turn.
is because of this.
Unlock. Baltimore Purge. Montana goes to torpor, and so does one vampire of everyone.
Wix, may I ask, what are you going to sacrifice here? It's
The guy,
important to me.
this guy, the Arcadian, because, well, that way, if Velvet tries to steal him,
No, he's
I
going to
don't
steal him.
even-
He will just not
Velvet
do
I
much
do
with
tries
it.
to steal
I
him.
do get to steal him, and he just until torpor.
He might play a casto on the master phase to take the blood.
True.
Oh,
What is your sacrifice, Alex?
I hate to do this. This one.
Does he face no deck?
I don't know.
So your master phase now, Velvet.
The face I am belaying for 2.
What?
Trifle.
Oh,
The
Oh, also,
discard leaves.
just,
Got this. So I get 2 left. Minion. Montana would like to try and wake up from. Oh, Minion, I get this back. Yeah.
He's in
Not in
torpor.
my. It's torpor. Montana would like to wake up.
and this card is but very important.
Rodolfo is gaining 1 intercept here.
Montana is getting plus.
This will be so much fun if you don't have stealth.
oh no. On.
Yeah, it resolves.
Plus 20.
I tap this, he gains 2.
How did he untap? How did Montano untap after waking up?
Sorry, forgot
Sure.
to.
It's important to play the cards.
Sorry. Okay, let's try this. It's probably going to fail, but it's my one Hail Mary. Montano would like to play another Baltimore purge. And it blocks.
Oh, my blockers are dead.
Gillespie wants to. No, he doesn't. It goes past. Goes through.
No
Hey.
bugs.
Great. Driving. Fuck him.
See, this would be a really good time on his, like, maybe next turn to Giant's Blood Montano back up to 11. Get all that blood back.
Oh my god, that would be
It would be so good.
a classical Velvet play because he did that
Classic.
so many times.
Montano is also going to play a
The suspense is
Another
killing me.
Belgian.
bigger.
Oh, I really
Her
would
new
like
figure.
to block this bullshit.
This card on the active vampire. During your unlock phase, if this vampire is in torpor, you can burn this card to What?
Yeah, this is how this deck works.
Like
It's pure bullshit.
a extra life.
No blocks.
Okay. And blocks.
He burns one blood. And gets that card.
So he spent some time in Asia, learned something with the salubri. Are you freak
The
driving?
advanced version of that is so incredibly good. Reminder that you could attempt to come out of torpor with the Arcadia.
Yeah, cost you.
I could.
Just saying.
Actually, I have a card that is very fun
Is it there in the
right
dial?
in my hand. Influence, nothing, discard. Was my minion.
Okay. Then
Ah.
I get Arcadian back. He is still in torpor.
Yep.
Out of interest, how many Golconda inner pieces does that deck play? Help.
3, I think.
Very interesting.
It plays a lot of
Pretty
grave
discarding.
robbing to get rid of.
Hmm.
Didn't you play a Baltimore this turn? I'm not seeing it.
Yeah.
Where
It's
is
there.
the Baltimore?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you got rid of it.
Discard. I'm discarding a
There's a lot of cards on him.
card.
Not his fault.
And that is all. I am dead.
You're
I
very
don't
much so.
think I can deal. I do not think I can deal 7 in a turn.
So, Master of Liquidation. So, Ariboh, this is one of the cards that specifically say do not replace until your discard phase. So, my hand size now is 6 until the discard phase. Move top 7 to top of Ash. I send my hand instead of my fucking. Never mind.
Nice. Classy.
Let's. Freak out.
And now we know what your hand is.
Yeah, that's amusing, isn't it? It's just garbage. Don't have
To be
worry.
honest, it's like the exactly what I would think it is.
Oh, hold on. I didn't have this one in my hand. I had hand size 6. Move top 7 to top of Ashi. Now let me see what's there. So
Sorry.
this liquidation. This card is the lifeblood of this deck. I should have gotten to him a lot earlier.
Sorry. 3 shambling hordes, 2 liquidations, and Sudario Refraction.
It's fine. So Rodolfo wants to hunt. He gains 1 blood and another one for the Perfectionist.
I don't think the Malkavians are going to be blocking for a while.
And let me just see the order in which I will do things here. So this guy wants to do a Sudario. You blocking that, Velvet?
No.
So I get to pick 3 cards. And let me go the third. Should be another. I discard 3 at random and put those on my hand. With this guy wants to wake from torpor.
No blocks.
This guy wants to give him 1 blood.
No blocks.
This guy wants to make a shambling horde with +2 stuff. Oh, actually with +1. It's the other one that has the ability.
Blocks.
Just remove this. Tapping this to gain 1 blood. This horde wants to go fight Montano.
Okay.
I have no before range,
No for range.
no maneuvers.
No maneuvers.
Strike is hands for 3.
Strike is combat ends.
Okay. This horde wants to go fight Montano.
Okay.
Strike is before strikes hands for 2.
Go.
On my discard phase, I go back to my hand size and discard this. Ariboh, it's your turn.
Nothing to unlock. No,
No,
master
you have
cards.
things to unlock. They are just on the in torpor, but they still unlock.
Say that again, sorry.
Click on the unlock all button. Your vampires in
Yeah,
torpor still unlock.
Ah, okay. Oh, we'll
The
have to look
token
that.
that we are using, you have to right click on it and select take control. Yeah, now he will.
So walk me through getting someone out of torpor.
So if you have no master, you go to your minion phase, and then getting out of torpor is an action that costs 2 blood.
Do I pay for that now, or do I announce it and then someone has to...
When the action resolves, you have to pay it. So Didi would try to... No, he doesn't have blood. Costs the vampire
Okay.
that is performing the action 2 blood. I'm sorry. She keeps that card. Now we see if anyone wants to block that.
He has to burn beforehand or
No,
after?
when it resolves. Do you wanna block that, Alex?
I choose not to.
Okay, now she taps to perform the action. So you lock her and it costs your blood. the other vampires don't have blood on them. So you need to either find a way to give them blood or try to rescue them with your vampire when she unlocks.
I don't believe I have any way to give them blood.
Yeah, not yet. So one thing that you can do in your influence phase is use 2 of your 4 transfers to move 1 blood from one of your influenced vampires back to you, one of your face downs. So if you don't want to change your mind about bringing someone back, you can just add the blood back to your pool. It costs 2 transfers though.
Give this person 2 to...
Does she gains 1 blood here?
And no one
Is that a
made any
successful
reactions. Yeah, she gains 1 blood.
Was
Oh no.
she gains a blood for an action that was an action?
Yes.
Strange.
So this guy has +1 bleed, so he bleeds at 2 naturally instead of 1.
Very good.
I've got 2 influence left. Can I not use that to give blood to the torpor people?
No, they are not in your uncontrolled region, they are in your torpor region, which is different.
Discard.
Did you pay the
And
influence
pass.
cost of bringing this guy up?
Yep. Oh no, I haven't. Sorry. Sorry about that. Yep. Last turn.
Mark, I have a question here. So, can I use the dreams of the things before I make my master phase?
Yes.
That +2 hand size?
Yes, it's at any point during your turn.
Alright. So I'm gonna do it. I get +2 hand size.
You can do
13
it on
for
other people's turns as well.
Really?
Yes, until the end of the turn. So if someone is attacking you, you can tap it, and until the end of that person's turn, you have the +2 hand size.
Interesting. So this can be used to cycle like really a lot. Right. Master phase is
Of course.
no questions asked. Minion phase, huh? So I think I want to rescue this guy from torpor.
Any blocks to that?
Does one want to block?
No. I'm blocking.
Yes.
You want to block?
This is done at +1 stealth.
Oh
you have
yeah.
listed.
Never mind then. I can't.
She wants to,
Alright.
she just can't.
Yep, I want to.
Yeah.
I want to block. You kidding? Beautiful block.
So I burn 2 and bring this guy back. I have some choices here. I could try to get a zombie for myself.
I kinda need them in case Vix doesn't kill.
No, you don't.
I'm
Right.
dead the next
You have
turn.
a lot-
If
You
I
are,
am not,
Vix,
if
we
I am not
know how
even-
you work. He can't bleed for 7 with that guy.
Yeah, but even if I am not dead, there is really nothing I can do in my turn, so it doesn't really matter.
Still, I need these
I'm
guys
just-
a lot more than Alex does.
No, you don't. Alright, but I think I need. I would like to. The big 2.
You should try playing forward a little bit every once in a while. Like your prey has had a really nice game so far.
Come at me.
Yes, that is
Do
what
it. Do it.
I've been trying
Fight
to
me.
tell you.
Fight me.
Your
Come on,
break
fight me.
has just been running
Hit me.
amok.
Hit me, fight me, hit me,
Soon enough, my praise.
Your prey is going to get
I'm-
9. Is going to get 6-4.
I
If
could
not
have
next
played
turn.
more against my prey if I didn't take like 12 damage from this guy. Like, I took 6 before I even have a minion, I think.
I can
So,
only do
you
5
were-
to you next turn. Just it's fine. You've
It's
got one
okay,
more
it's
turn.
okay.
Just attack your prey. It's fine.
Okay, that's what we call a bad bluff, because we can tell.
Yeah, I'm bums rushing this guy.
I've got nothing whatsoever to stop it.
You can try to block the action so he doesn't get
Right.
the maneuver. Unless he, for some reason, plays that one stealth card that the Tzimisce have.
I have
Yeah,
some stealth,
Sure, I'll
but
try and block it. I
it's not
guess.
in my head at the moment. Okay, so you get... I don't get my maneuver. So, I have
Before range?
no before range.
Nothing.
I have a maneuver, but it's my strike as well. I'm gonna strike this.
So first you maneuver to long range, and then your strike is throwing a bat
I
at
mean,
the
it's
dude.
an optional, but it's optional maneuver.
Yeah, you are not maneuvering, but then you have to, if you play this card, you have to
I'm
play
not-
this strike.
Wait, just remind me again. If we press at long range,
You go back to close range.
the next round go back to close range.
Yes.
Alright. It doesn't matter. I think I just
So you
go
are
to
staying
long
at
range?
close.
no. I'm maneuvering to long range.
Do you have any maneuvers, Ariboh?
Nope.
So you are at long
Okay.
range. Any strikes that can be played at long range?
Nope.
So he throws a bat at you for 1 damage.
Yeah. Go little
Get
bat.
battered.
Bat, I choose you.
I have a press as well. So
Yes.
I'm pressing to.
Do you have a press to end combat?
Do not.
Okay.
Press
So
it. Do it again.
go for it, Alex.
I
You're
think-
acting.
My strike now is hand strike, but it's egg damage.
Do you have a strike to play?
Nope.
So today you learned that fighting the Tzimisce is usually a bad idea, unless you're a fighting deck yourself.
Yeah.
How much does he take?
It's just aggravated damage, so when you take
It-
aggravated,
But it is 2 ag damage, right?
yes, the first
it
point
purple,
of aggravated damage that you take, you don't burn any blood, you just go to torpor. After that, for every extra point, you have to burn blood. So there is 1 extra damage coming his way. Yeah.
Okay. No influence. Discard. I'm going to discard this. This.
Why does a deck with high cap vampires play effective management? You make
Because
me
it's-
angry.
Such a good card, man. Oh my
It's
God.
awful. You make me angry. Anyway, Master Phase. Taking
just
1
true.
off armor. Tapping this to get
Dígame.
+2. Oh, Velvet's talking to people. The Arcadian is going to attempt to come out of torpor.
Alex, you blocking?
Any?
Now,
Alex?
should I block this and die next turn?
I'm back.
Let me
Uh,
You could try. You
Nah,
can try
I'm
and
fine.
block this. Okay. Turns 2. Comes out of torpor. Armor Ember Benite is going to do. Yeah, Govern it basic.
Bleed.
Does
Okay.
do that one of them there bleeds.
Any modifiers?
No modifiers.
Then you get both for 3.
3. Phase 1. I put that. Yep. Yep. Influence. 2 here. 1, 2. To get is in Wyan. Discard, you get this. I think I'm going to discard Deflection as I'm not really getting bled that much. Velvet, please, proceed.
My turn. My damn turn. While he is in torpor, Baltimore purge burns. Everyone sends one of their vampires to torpor.
I guess I'm sending it all.
Renewed vigor triggers. He's out of torpor. Master, what do I have that could save me? Probably nothing. If I drew this one, it would be really funny, but I probably won't.
Dia de los Muertos.
I do not play enough. I do not play political. Depending on this turn, will depend if I stay. If I still just go because I don't have anything that I can do. Master. Highway. Montano would like to hunt.
No blocks.
Any blocks?
Wicks.
I'm thinking, no. I don't intercept.
Yeah, blood.
Are there any meters here? Intercept?
I don't think so.
Nope, there is one Obtenebration Intercept card. I don't play it because I need other cards in the deck.
Wait.
I play Deflections instead.
Wait.
And Fairy Ward.
Yeah, I am dead next turn, no matter what I do. I'm going to.
You said that last turn as well.
No.
You
No,
said
no,
that
no,
like
no. Yes,
every
I said
game.
No. For real.
So you can just bet.
I cannot pull. Yeah, I cannot. Let's see. This card, I'm discarding a Baltimore purge. Yeah, I'm pretty much dead. So what I was going to do, if I had the chance, I would have used some grave robbing and gold container piece to get more pool. I've had Giant's Blood on my hands since turn 1.
Why
But-
happens, man.
I will admit the Giant's Blood was somewhat targeted, but hey.
Yeah, there is
Doesn't
nothing I can do. Like, the only thing I could have done is gold container piece on Montano just to make it more difficult for
That would
Wix,
have been
but it
great,
wouldn't have
actually.
it wouldn't have really mattered. Oh well. I had to play to win, and
Yes, playing to win would probably mean playing that Gokonda to get 11 more poo and more turns to do stuff.
but I wouldn't have been able to get any other vampires out, and I would have so it
Do you
wouldn't
have
have
two
mattered.
Montanos
I
down
need-
there?
I have these two are Montano, but I wouldn't have
Fuck.
been.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
no!
That's what
No!
happens so many Montanos with
Never mind, man.
Brits
Never
and
mind.
Montanos.
I told you.
Oh,
I
no.
told you this. That my crypt was bad.
It happens.
For once, you weren't lying. That's a
So,
ouch.
I'll save and good game, everyone.
All right.
right. He has...
Actually, wait. Actually, I'm going to. No, I'm going to come. I'm
Man,
no. I'm going to stay. I'm going to stay. Stay because I am going to do something fun.
You're gonna fuck me over.
Huh.
I am going to do something fun. If this works,
Okay.
I'll be so happy.
Let's go with your turn. Ooh.
And I'll do it at the start of your minion phase, Helt. So that
no, you
don't
have
lose
to do it
time.
at the end of my minion phase, because I get to decide when
No.
I will pass the impulse to you.
During any Methuselah, no. During any
That's
Methuselah
how
single
the
phase.
sequencing
The-
works
the-
in this game, Velvet.
The impulse.
I have the
Okay, then.
impulse on the start of my phase, and when I am done with my actions, I get to decide if you get to take the impulse for yourself.
But just let me so that I can also go to lunch. Because it will not affect you and it will be funny.
Let me see if I need. So. Rodolfo is playing Sudario. I assume no one blocked.
Mm,
I don't play a lot of Eagle sites.
Let me discard 3 at random. No, cancel. This guy is trying to get 1 blood here to Mario.
No bloods.
Oh no, sorry, he can't. It's just 2 ready vampires. Oh, he gained 1 blood when he performed the Sudario with no reactions. And this guy here wants to make more zombies. I tap here to gain 1 pull. This guy here wants to go fight the Isenwayan.
Why?
Because
Predator isn't.
Something to do?
yeah,
Okay, sure. Isn't when gets hit.
before range you'll play a trap.
Nice.
I have no more before range. No maneuvers.
Noble. I am maneuvering to long.
I am maneuvering back to close.
Sure. You do not replace.
Oh, sorry, I do not replace.
But you should be at 6 because you do actually replace the trap. So, fine.
Yeah.
Right.
Before strikes, do a target vitals.
That's fine.
Strike,
strike?
is hands for 5.
Dodge with an additional strike.
Okay. What's the additional strike?
Earth Swords, 3 ranged.
Right.
Ouch!
Yep, that's what this deck, like, this is why you don't get into combat with this deck, because it has ways
That's
of
my
evading it.
shambling horde.
Now I
Stop killing my shambling horde.
burn
Yeah,
a,
you're shambling hordes of which you've gotten nothing.
burn a counter
Pressing
here
to continue?
to continue. Yep, I kinda have to, I think.
You might, yeah. No before range.
No before range, no maneuvers.
No maneuvers.
Strike is hands for 1.
Okay. Hands for 1.
Okay, take your damage. Your guy should be tapped.
Yep.
Now,
I feel that was a relatively successful combat.
I mean, suppose. The shambling horde wants to go talk to his Envayan.
Of course.
No before range.
No before range on my end.
No maneuvers.
Moving to long.
Staying at long.
Oh.
No strikes.
Strike. Okay. No strikes.
Right.
I don't have it. I discarded my Earth Sword, sadly, as I didn't think I was going to get targeted by these.
He wants to go fight.
Sure.
Oh no,
I think he'll
this
strike.
was this one the one that did I got one here this turn? I don't remember.
I think you didn't. Let's
No,
check.
you haven't put one in.
Okay,
It would be a 4, not 3.
so she's fight. This one's fighting.
That one's fighting his Moyan. Nothing until strikes.
Strike is hands for 3.
Dodge with an additional strike.
Okay, what's the additional?
Hands for 1.
Fighting.
Using trap.
I wish.
Hmm.
Just
We're going for another one, are we?
yeah, strike is hands for 2.
Yeah, hands for 1. I've run out of fancy combat tricks.
Yeah, that's my plan. And also, it was very important to me to make sure that I was discard phase I replace, and I will play an event card. Now, when an ally dies, I put a counter here and do 2 damage and whoever killed the ally.
FBI Special Affairs Division, known as the Second Inquisition.
Also, this guy is trying to get 1 blood here.
Wait, that is only your discard phase. I said I was going
Yes.
to do something.
Sorry, do your thing.
Okay. Let's do my funny thing. If it works, it doesn't matter because I have to leave either way. Montano would like to do a grave robbing on me.
You can't because Montana needs to be unlocked to do it.
Not really. During any method of offended, vampire
No,
can
he
lock
needs
this
to
card
be
to take an
unlocked to
action.
do it.
You need to be
What?
unlocked to perform an action, even if you have an ankle cog.
That
Yeah.
makes no sense to me.
Do
Oh
you-
well, I wasted my time. Goodbye.
Sure.
Goodbye.
Anyway, this guy wants to give blood here.
Yeah.
Now I do this
Bring your discard.
and pass my turn.
I think I only... You can only add blood to ready vampire.
So, what are my options here?
You can get 2 guys out of torpor.
So they pay their own blood, yes?
Yes, 2. I am not blocking that. Are you, Alex?
Wait, he already paid the blood,
Not yet.
right?
No, I haven't yet.
Okay. weird question, isn't it?
I wonder what's on your mind. So, are you blocking that, Alex?
No.
Okay, so now she pays the cost.
Same with this guy.
No blocks from me,
Okay, this one I want to block.
do you?
I will unlock and block.
Beat the wins. This vampire unlocks attempt to block with +1 intercept.
You can play stealth cards if you have
Remember not to.
Yeah.
You
can't
replace
go higher
it when
than
you
one
weren't supposed to
stealth.
replace it.
them.
So there's no point.
You don't
Oh,
have more
it's
than
not.
one stealth?
Well,
So
if you can get +1 stealth on this, then he'll need to play more intercept cards.
I
which
need
don't
to
think he
pay
has.
I need to pay blood as well to do it, so I don't think vampire can do it.
So the way
Even if you're in torpor, you can still pay blood to get modifiers.
Okay.
Yeah.
I still can't get higher than one stealth. So.
yeah, so the action of leaving torpor has a default of 1 stealth, so you are tied right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you play a
Okay,
card that
then,
gives +1, you are at 2 total.
Stealth.
Sorry. Yeah, I have one.
Now
Okay.
you draw to replace, and do you have any more stealth?
I do now. Is it? Can I add this even though
Yes.
it's got combat on it?
No,
Yep.
so
Okay.
it's
It's a hybrid.
this particular card is both a modifier and a combat card. It can be played at either phase. So, you have any more intercept, Alex?
No.
So the action resolves. Now he pays the final 2 for the cost of waking up.
Discard. So, influence phase, I can pay 1 pool and all 4 to draw from a crypt, yes?
Yes.
Discard. Start.
Oh my god.
How are you still alive?
I don't know.
It has something to do with him killing every single Malkavian that walks the earth.
think so.
Yeah, maybe.
Not a bad strategy, to be honest.
Place now.
I mean, it
Oh
somewhat
my
is
God.
because it's allowed me to get what is going to be 4 vampires with basically no pressure.
I'm giving blood here.
Okay.
Seems reasonable.
That's cheap. Already doing it. And what is carrying me through this game is Dreams of the Things. Again. Draw 2. I burn it now because I don't have. Let the cycle begins. I will wider view. I can play another. I will play Formation Highway. I'm contesting with Velvet right now. Not that it matters much.
He's going to yield it on his turn. If he's not dead.
Yeah. 7, 8, 9. Oh. Alright. Minion phase. Ship to attack would like to pick up from Torpor. Any blocks?
No blocks. No blocks from the kyasid.
And I assume that no
block-
blocks from the Malkavians either.
Yeah. And now it's it's a weird play, but I have to do it for the sake of role play. The Priscus want to eat the other Priscus.
You're genuinely Diablo. God damn you!
So
Let me have him.
that
eat.
let's,
I need
I am
the
in favor
pool,
of this.
alright.
If I had a vote, I would vote in favor of keeping this guy alive.
I
So,
want the blood.
Ariboh,
give
do
me
you
the
know
blood.
how Diablerie works in this game?
Yeah, there's a referendum,
Yeah.
and the vampires killed if you the Diablo.
Unfortunately, the only person with votes on this table is she.
So do the
Yeah,
do the Tzimisce
That's
vote
why I'm-
to kill the Tzimisce that Diablerized the guy.
alright.
You know what? It's the
the-
Sabat. This was going to happen eventually anyway.
I think my minion phase done.
Should add some blood to Righteous to his dinner.
It's like the full, right?
Yeah.
I'm happy.
Yeah, you steal all of their blood and equipment.
Where are my villains? I steal the blood though as well? I don't think so, right?
No,
No,
yeah,
the blood or not.
Influence phase, I'm burning the wider view.
I've already
Come
taken
back
so
of the
much from you. How
century.
dare you try and take?
One in total. Now my discard phase. Two. Yeah, I think I'm fine. Yeah. I'm dead, right? And Wix.
Unlock Master Minion. Well, I was going to get him out of torpor, but whatever. Oh, because I've kept the edge, and no one else has taken it from me, in my unlock phase, I get a pool.
Yep.
Usually it's only in the unlock phase, so when you click the minion phase, you don't get to do it. Because it's an optional thing. We are not
Helt?
required. No, I'm just
I
being
did not take a
pedantic
single
here.
action. I got it within a second of me passing the phase.
It's okay, man.
I'm bleeding Velvet and then throwing a condition.
So when you kill your
Cool.
prey, you get 6
Kill.
pullback and 1 victory point.
Can I pretend that I'm Velvet right now?
Right?
Go for it.
What?
Oh no, I died. Goodbye.
You didn't sigh deep enough.
I'm not that.
Arcadian is gonna do. No, okay. This sequence. I'm not going to take it back, but I would have done Govern the Unaligned at advanced first, because now Helt can try and block this.
Oh, I have so much intercept on my Shambling Hordes deck. It's mainly that one event card that I didn't
you
get the
do
whole
have-
fucking game.
You do have the
The-
necromancy card that
The spiritual
won
guidance,
Get Plus
right?
Wounds.
I don't have enough
Spiritual
of that
guidance,
card. This is what I found out. I don't have enough. So,
I mean, you could try. I might not have stealth in my hand.
okay. I wanna block this.
Well, it's automatically at +1 stealth, so you'll need it to start
Wait, why is that +1 stuff?
because it's advanced govern.
Oh, you're doing the advanced.
Yeah, I need to accelerate my
Oh.
crypt. I've lost a vampire.
Oh yeah, don't wanna block that.
What?
Go for it.
Cool. One, two. Yeah. That's one there. Influence. Oh, come on. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Roderick Phillips March. Discard. I'm discarding a deflection because I somehow drew like 3 of them,
And no one
and now
bled
I'm
you,
drawing
like,
all my
ever?
gremlins. Helped. Yeah, no one's bleeding me. I can't use them. Help is your turn.
Okay. Master will play another liquidation because Why not? Move top 7 to top of a ship. Let me take a look. And I gain 3. Now Cristoforo wants to rescue this guy from torpor. Each of them will pay 1 blood.
Weird. They are exactly the same guy.
They have like the same disciplines, the same group, same capacity. They're probably cousins because that's
Same
the whole
stuff.
Giovanni thing.
They're probably brothers.
They're probably the same guy. Wait, so this means this guy is Luigi?
Of course, Cristoforo is now Luigi Giovanni.
Right, no blocks on my end. Sorry, 1 second.
And Mario wants to hunt.
Sure.
The Mortician wants to give 1 blood here.
No blocks. Sorry, I was busy.
Rodolfo wants to bleed. It's just for 1.
Don't steal my edge.
Look,
So you take 1 damage, I get the edge.
Not stealing my edge, it's not fair.
Someone has to bleed.
I'm trying.
Yeah,
I'm trying.
Alex should bleed. Bounce him.
The shambling horde wants to go fight his Enwayan.
Why? I mean, I'll fairy water.
What does this do?
Only as well
Fails?
if an ally or younger vampire is taking a direct action against you, the action fails, and the acting minion does not unlock as normal during their next unlock phase.
Okay, so let's skip this here to remember.
Yeah, I just put the card on.
The shambling hordes wants to go fight his Enwayan.
Yeah. I've finally run out of ways of avoiding combat. Nothing until strikes.
Strike his
Punch.
hands for 1.
Yep.
This one triggers, it takes 2 damage.
Yep. Goes to Torpor. Which is actually harder to get out of Torpor because, I don't know, reasons. Don't ask me.
This guy wants to go fight on the Arcadian.
Why are you targeting me? Fine.
Oh, who is going to attack me? Sorry.
No one at this rate. I'll be too busy trying to block the Tzimisce that have made a comeback.
I have nothing
Anyway,
to
yeah.
strikes.
Oh, wait. Did I ever get... I never got the 6 pool in VP that I should have got.
You sure about that?
Oh,
Yeah, because I've been siphoning it off. I've been using Govern the Unaligned to get... accelerate my crypt. Like, I should be on 15.
So I'm
No.
fighting here.
Sorry, I got the 6 pool. I forgot to add the VP. Doesn't matter. Yes, we are in a fight. I'm getting
Strike
very distracted.
hands for 2.
Hands for 1.
Okay. Discard phase. Ariboh, it's your turn.
Fuck this. M2.
Okay.
Whoops. Fine. That was during the. No MasterCards. Try direct bleed on my prey.
Which minion is doing it?
This one.
So it's a bleed for 3, Alex.
Yes.
Guy wants wake and block.
+1 still.
Yeah. Passes.
Have any much fires?
No.
Okay, so it's 3. It's 3, Alex.
It's for 3?
3.
Three.
The minion has +1 naturally.
Beautiful. Ouch.
Bleed direct action. My other minion.
This is a bleed for 2.
Alright. I'm still awake, right?
No, it's
No.
only
Wake
as long
ends
as
at the-
that action window.
So I cannot block.
+2.
Ouch. So
Nice.
it's 4. Yeah,
Perfect shot.
Yeah,
My heart is racing.
so there goes the Tzimisce. That had a lot of political cards for some reason.
that was my last trick, I think. I draw a lot and
Gain. How much do I gain? 6.
Yes,
6 ball.
and now you get to
I would
pressure Wicks, which is
Yeah.
amazing.
You're playing Shah Inu, okay? And
I'll pay 4
but
to
Rurik and
get
Miller.
rid of
That's
this
nice.
guy.
these guys are not.
And discard.
Almost removed all of your table.
It's not a lot.
Please don't.
Last turn.
Wow, Helt the shade. It would be Alex, but Alex has forgotten. Right, well, there's not a lot I can do at the moment.
Especially if you don't
Unlock.
untap.
Foster. Helt, I would ask you to keep minimum. Roderick would like to do a Gremlins at advance.
That is a bleed for how much?
Bleed for 2 currently.
No blocks.
I get the edge.
It's just true.
Yes,
It's just
got
2.
that. Come on.
I'm sorry, man. This is what happens when you have 2 stealth bleed decks. They just steal the edge from each other. Influence, I'm gonna pay 1, draw crypt, and hope for the best. That's not the best. That is, in fact, the worst that I could have drawn there. Discarding a gremlins because I don't need a hand full of gremlins. I just drew 2 of these in a row.
Well,
Helt, it's your turn.
okay. So take this, please. This one stays here. I am gaining 3 more pool. And my unmaskings are still not in my ash heap, which is amusing.
Huh.
And this Mario wants to go eat his and weigh in.
I can't stop you.
And there are 0 votes on the table, so Zenwayan is gone.
You know, there was going to be votes if Alex hadn't eaten the voter. Risk is in fighting, honestly.
Rodolfo wants to make a shambling horde.
Cancel the minion card.
Okay. And if it's a strike card. Okay. So this is an out of turn master, so he doesn't get to play a master card in his next turn. And
Which means I'll just put this here for a reminder.
I cannot try to get another one going.
No, because I cancelled. You still attempted the action.
Yeah.
And you can't attempt the same action twice a turn. Otherwise, you could just infinite Govern the Unaligned, Freak Drive, Govern the Unaligned, Freak Drive. Which would be great, honestly.
So this guy wants to bleed for 1.
Looks.
So it's just 1. This guy wants to go fight the Arcadian.
No, fine. Can you fight Roderick, please?
No.
Fine.
Strike
Arcadian.
his hands for 1.
Hands for 1.
This triggers 2 more.
Can you leave him unlocked, please? I need him. I was going to be really cool and do deflection.
This guy wants to bleed for 1.
Looks.
And this guy stays here. This one might as well. No, he stays here. Discard phase, I replace. And I discard this. Ariboh, it's your
Oh,
turn.
you should have this. You should have this. Sorry.
And
That is true, you should have that on your
Yeah,
turn.
couple.
yeah, let me add some blood here then.
Oh, where'd it go?
Go to X on the end of my turn.
Ah, yeah.
It would have gone.
Thought it disappeared like the other.
I still don't know what
Yeah, I
happened to
don't
that guy.
understand. I never seen that before,
I
and they
think-
played here every fucking day.
It's
I think
just
the
'cause I was doing
Ravnos. I think the Ravnos may be playing tricks.
He got some really high level obfuscate power going.
He's playing V20 and he's got 10 obfuscate rather than just 5.
Since we don't know his name, he might have deleted himself from existence.
True.
He's just used denial on himself. Bleeding with a +2 stealth action. +1 stealth, +1 bleed, so that's 3 total.
Yeah, no blocks, modifiers.
Oh. 1, 2, and then I'll add another +1 bleed for 4.
Some bleed, you bleed for 4. You've got a thing.
Oh.
I don't even remember. Govern the Unaligned. That's it.
Another bleed. Sorry. Another direct bleed for +1.
No blocks, modifiers.
Bit of a waste, but another +2.
Not a waste if it kills me.
Yeah.
6.
You get 6 pool and a victory point. Oh, I keep doing this thing where I stand up and I forget to take my cards off the table first. Help, can you remove those?
Sure.
Which is unfortunate because that means that the coven dies with me.
A1 to give this guy and flip him. And pass.
Right. So even if I kill you, the best thing I can do now is get the match tied. So congratulations, man.
And we are 10 minutes from the time being up.
Yeah, I think we should add a few more due to few extra minutes due to explaining stuff and everything.
Yeah, I know.
But
that was good. I liked that. I enjoyed that. I would like to play again.
So this guy wants to make a shambling horde.
Helt is on 19 pool. It has many shambling hordes.
I think that Ariboh would like enjoy this deck that I am playing much more than the one that he plays.
Also, Ariboh, you got bullied hard.
Yeah, I went to attack a mouse, and the mouse turned around. It was 500 pounds and just pile drive me.
Really what? Like honestly, I get why Alex did it because towards the end he was on 6 pool and he had been going backwards the entire time, so he clearly needed to have done it. But it feels a bit weird when you've got both your predator and your prey.
No, I was just chilling here, waiting for you guys to soften up a bit.
To be honest, yeah, that let Helt go backwards as well and try and hit Velvet whilst I was also hitting Velvet, so Velvet got
because Velvet plays those incredibly bullshit-based decks that screw up with the whole table, and he complains when we focus fire on him. So yeah, he doesn't
like the werewolf deck. That's like everyone goes after the werewolves because you need to go after them early. Anyway, I'm gonna drop out the game.
Thanks for joining, man.
Go because it is 20 to 7. The game that was very entertaining, and I hope to see some.
We shall.
Bye.
So the shambling horde is attacking the new guy that you just brought.
Yep, I have no response.
Okay, so before range, you need to tap him. I will play a trap. What this does is that every time we play a combat card, the amount of counters in this resets, and at the end of each combat round I get to burn a counter to get a press to continue the fight.
Oh, sorry, I have a combat card. Can I play that now?
Depends. Is it before range?
It just says combat maneuver.
Oh yeah, this goes to... Now, after we are done playing our before range or determined cards, we go to the maneuver phase. I have no maneuvers. Do you have a maneuver to play?
Yes, I will play. He has advanced obfuscate, so I'll give him maneuver to long range.
Yes. I have no more maneuvers, and I have no strike to play at long range. Do you have any?
No.
So this burns a counter, and I automatically press to continue the combat. So unless you have another press to end combat, we start another round.
No.
So I have no more before range and no more maneuvers.
I have another maneuver.
Okay. Okay. So I have no strikes as well. So this goes back to 3 because you played a combat card. I will burn a counter here to press to continue the combat.
I have no response.
I have no before range and no more maneuvers.
Nothing.
My strike is hands for 3.
3, 2.
And yours is for 1, I assume.
Yeah, but nothing special.
So I burn another counter here to press to continue the combat. And my strike now will be hands for 2, unless you want to play something else.
I have nothing to play.
So take 2 damage. I take 1. I burn.
2, yep, on him.
I'm sorry, what?
2 on him.
Yes, it's 2 in Zebulun and 1 in my shambling horde. Now I burn the last counter on this card to press to continue the combat again. And my strike now is hands for 1.
I have, again, nothing to respond with, so he's gonna torpor, yes?
Yes. This also triggers, and he would take even more damage if that was possible. This one was brought in play this turn, so he cannot act. And this guy wants to make another one. Any reactions to that?
No, I've got nothing. I've got no combat things whatsoever, so just do your thing.
I tap here to gain 1 pull because the action to bring him up requires necromancy. And this guy will bleed you for 2. His text says that he gets +1 bleed against Methuselahs who control a Camarilla vampire.
Yep.
And this guy wants to add 1 blood here. This guy wants to bleed for 1.
What?
And okay, that's going to be it. Discard phase, discard this. You're up.
So I have to pay blood to rescue him from torpor, yeah, and it's an action.
Costs 2 blood.
From the vampire that's doing it.
You get to decide how you are going to pay. So if he had 2 blood, he could try to rescue and make him pay. But in this circumstance, it's difficult because both of your vampires have 1 blood.
Mm-hmm. There's not much point in that.
Yeah.
Mm. No stealth. Guess I'll direct bleed you for +2, so a 4 overall.
This guy here is trying to block that.
Yep, I have no stealth.
That's weird. Your deck had half of your deck is stealth.
Yep, I have no stealth in my hand at all.
So I have no before range. And you have, so you are the acting minion now, so you have to announce first what if you are playing any cards in combat.
I have no cards that I can play.
Okay, strike is hands for 4.
So he is out.
And he's dry as well.
I can't do anything.
At this point, it would be incredibly difficult for you to come back.
Yep, I guess I'm just conceding.
Yes, so if you concede, I would get 1 VP for defeating you and 1 for being the final player in the table, so we will just die. So I
Hey,
will
my
accept.
first game, I'm fine with a tie.
Man, you did really well. So it's really hard to deal with combat decks when you are not a combat deck yourself. But you did well, man. You gotta play some decks with some extra tricks in the future. So, like playing some allies is really nice. And I could bleed for more as well. But I hope you enjoyed the game and hope you get to play again with us soon.
Yeah, but that was fantastic. Hopefully, I can
Oh.
get a bit more action in rather than sitting with no vampires for most of the game.
Well, I will hop out of the call now. Thanks again for joining. This will be on
Thank you.
YouTube later today. See ya.
Cheers.
So this was a game with a reasonably new player. He had some basic understanding of the game, and Alex, Wix, and Velvet are already experienced. And I was playing my shambling hordes deck, and for some godforsaken reason, all of my unmaskings were gone here. So without it, I couldn't hope to begin to block anything, but still, thankfully, the prey was only playing forward, and Velvet is still learning to pilot his montano deck, so he suffers a bit with the action economy, so I could get myself established. The way that this deck works is that you get a bunch of small Giovanni. If you go 4 for 5th, that's ideal. The way that I managed to go here was to bring one each turn and influencing this guy a little bit. So in 4 of my turns I had 4 minions out. Ideally I would be playing the Giovanni investment card, the acquired Ventrue assets. This would make it a lot easier to manage their blood. Didn't get the chance. I had to pay the liquidations because the kyasid would blade me if they weren't too busy dying to the Mokavians. So cheers to our new friend here, and if you wanna come play with us, by all means check the link in the most recent video description and you will get to our Discord, and we will be glad to have you around. If you're brand new, it doesn't matter, we will just teach you. Cheers, see ya.